Okay, welcome to M4S TV. Is a multi-channel and is a very interesting channel that has multiple online footprints. And there's been a number of shows here, particularly on sports. But tonight, or today, we're pivoting a little bit to talk about a different aspect of our life in Nigeria, our shared existence in this part of the world. And today we're going to talk about luxury, we're going to talk about employment, we're going to talk about how setting up small businesses can impact on employment and also help the government in the pursuit of employment. Because as we know it, job as we know it is dead practically. Because when we're growing up, you come out of university, you can easily get a job. But today it's tough. And government cannot provide all the employment that is needed. So today I'm here with a long-time entrepreneur, with a long-time investor who has decided to expand in today's very challenging and difficult environment. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome Mr. Benny Obazeh, who has multiple brands of Bevista, Javista for the heart. You can see what I'm wearing is from his table. So he's going to talk about the various brands he has and perhaps the challenges that are coming with it. And indeed, he's been in this business for decades. Not only is he going to talk about the challenges, perhaps younger people that are looking in might learn one or two things from how to make money the old-fashioned way, which is by earning the money, not by stealing it, not by short-circuiting the system, not by cultism or whatever brand. You are seeing a person that's been consistent, that has historical antecedents. So, Mr. Benny Obazeh, you're welcome this evening.
Thank you, sir. It's a great pleasure being in the studio with you. You know, Chief, Honorable, Senior Brother Dan Ngerim, the one and only. It's nice seeing you.
Thank you.
And thank you. And you look good. You look good.
Thanks,
I like
thanks.
your look.
Appreciate it. We're learning from you. You're the
no,
connoisseur of class and style. Look at this art. Just look at this. People are calling me from all over just seeing it.
You are the quintessential, sophisticated, classic guy.
Oh, thank you.
I've seen you on different occasions. I believe the last one I saw you was at the birthday party, 50th anniversary wedding of the Ogunlesis. And what you wore was spectacular.
No, the Ogunlesis.
Unknown would say that you came in with a skirt.
No.
We came with a kente skirt.
No.
They will miss it. But it's a tradition that was established by the Irish.
Yes, long ago.
And you looked very fabulous.
Thank you. The Ogunlesis are like you, the sophisticated brand.
Yes,
I've been with that brand for about 40 years.
Yes, they've done well.
They're like you, longevity, doing the right thing in very difficult circumstances. So I can only congratulate people like you that are giving Nigerians something to do, work as it is. Because like I said, government can't do everything. So congratulations to people like you.
Thank you, sir. The Ogunlesi, whatever I see, Mr. Landry Ogunlesi, I call him the boss. Because he's done this for 40 years.
Yeah.
Him, the senior brother, Fola, and the junior brother,
Ade.
They're all classy gentlemen that have done very well.
Yeah.
It's about passion. Don't do any business you don't have passion for.
That's right. That's right. But I think for the younger people these days, they put money first. And because I have a lot of mentees, when they come to me on a scale of 1 to 10, if I say, what's your most important problem? They say money. I say, flip it. Put money last. Do you like what you're doing? Do you have a proof of concept? Can you make money doing it? Often it falls flat. So what you said is so critical that people must have passion for what they do.
Exactly.
Put money last, and if you have passion for what you do, money will follow because you're going to do it with your whole persona, as it were.
Yeah. I remember when I started off, one of my mentors that worked for Zenith. Zenith is a brand out of California that did well. They distributed out of New York. And Gary Post and I became good friends, quite senior. And he said, in what you're doing in Nigeria, my advice is that chase fame.
Wow.
If you chase fame, fortune would follow. Seriously? Yes. So for the young ones, if you come into any business and what you're looking for is fortune, when it crashes or you meet an obstacle, you're going to fail.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you go where they say, I want to do the best, I want to be known, I want to give people the best they want, at the end, fame will follow you. And once fame comes, no matter what you face down the road, you'll survive it, and fortune will come.
No, but Benny, I call you a connoisseur of class and style.
Yeah.
But longevity is a very difficult scenario anywhere in the world. You can talk 5 years. In fact, most multinationals, if you go to them, they say, listen, go and survive for 5 years before you come back to us, because most businesses fail within the 5 years. But for guys like you that have been there 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, it is challenging because it's so easy to give up on your dreams when the red ink is too much. How do you survive while you're chasing your passion and then the red ink is everywhere and the money is not coming in? How do you sustain it? How were you guys able to do it?
Well, you must have a can-do spirit. Again, going back to my mentor, say, look, plan your life in 5 years. So, okay, this is what I'm going to do in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you set your goals. And you must forget every other thing.
Wow.
You know, if you're starting off a business and you're an admirer of Chief Dan Ngerim, you want to drive the convertible cars, you want to drive the classic cars, you're bound to fail.
Yeah.
So when you start off a business, your wealth is the stock you have. So at the point sales are not coming, you still have the goods. Even if you have to discount them, you'll survive. But if you dive into trying to live a luxurious lifestyle, no, you're not going to make it. Seriousness, persistence will always overcome resistance. So you must persist. You must be diligent.
But that brings me to a very critical issue, which is credibility, trust quotient. When people are struggling, often their credibility suffers.
Yes.
Often there are trust issues.
Yes.
And sooner or later they lose traction and resonance, even with those that are supporting them. How would you advise younger people on
what to do, right?
On what to do,
well,
because it's tough, particularly when the environment is very challenging, like the one we live in.
There is a saying, I think it's in the Bible, you don't mix an old wine with a new wine, because it will burst. So if you're going to do something, make sure you're very authentic. If you start off with trying to sell the fake ones, once a client is exposed to accused of wearing a fake car, a fake shoe, a fake hat, you've lost the person. You must give your clientele a very solid and authentic
offering.
But of good quality.
Yes.
Quality is very important.
Very, very, very. I mentioned the credibility. At times, people liken it to restaurants. When people start a new restaurant, when you eat a bad food in a restaurant,
you never go back.
Yes.
Not
only does the person not go back, you lose the introductions.
Yes.
You look the subsequent interfaces.
Exactly.
All those things, because when you do a good offering, look at my heart, for example.
Yes.
I just posted it, and people are calling me from all over the world, and that's your offering.
Thank you.
So it sells itself.
Thank you.
But if it was a fake one, or is ill-fitting, or is not quite nice, nobody will bother even to call me.
That is true.
So, like a restaurant, if the offering is consistent and good, you don't even need to advertise.
Exactly.
Because word of mouth, people keep coming back. But again, I keep going back to when there's red ink and you're not making it, and you need to sustain yourself, the rent is due, your car note is due, or you borrow some funds. How do you do you lie to your investors? How do you manage it?
I remember one of Bill Clinton was when he said that at his most trying time, he said that the sky is not going to fall off and the sun will rise tomorrow. So no matter what you go through, the sun will always rise. And if you bear in mind that the sun will rise, it gives you a chance to fight for another day. And when you start off well and your assets is greater than your liabilities, no matter how rocky days are, you're going to come out of it. Okay, but you must establish a solid foundation.
But that brings me to another issue.
Yes.
Assuming I do business with your company, you're setting up now,
Yeah.
you're branching out, you have multiple brands that are doing well, global brands.
Correct.
Okay. Now, let's say I do business with you and make some money. But there's one other business. Instead of returning the money to you, I want to just do a quick one. Make some more money before I return your money.
Right.
Often that is where people run into bad weather. That's where they run into complications.
That is true.
Would you advocate, once you finish a transaction, close it out, maintain your credibility, maintain your trust quotient before you think of another business? Or if you see one rosy business, you just pivot a little bit before I come back to you. How do you handle such scenarios?
Well, it goes both ways, because somebody like you that is a global entrepreneur, you can't just rely on one source alone.
Yes.
That's what led us to, we started with the men's fashion. And after a while, we felt that there was a need to move to the ladies' fashion. That's when we now discovered Revista.
Revista, yeah.
And at the point we discovered that the hat business was not strong and vital.
Wow.
That's when we now opened.
Just look at what you're wearing and look at what I got in today, man.
It's very stylish to wear beautiful hat.
It is beautiful. And then,
it's beautiful.
And then the one I'm wearing has adjustment mechanism. That's a new technology.
No, it's a new technology. It has an instrument inside,
I've seen it,
which adjusts it to your head.
Yeah.
So the hat is never big and it's never small.
Yeah.
So it fits perfectly.
It was just beautiful.
Yes,
you know?
it
and I can
perfectly.
twist it. So that mechanism is inside the house.
Exactly.
And it's a new technology. Again, what bothers me, why I don't buy hats overseas, is sometimes to carry it is very difficult. And
hats are delicate.
Very delicate. And that's where professionals like you come in. So what do you advise people to do? Is it that if they find a hat they like, or they want to tweak it in a certain way, they should come to you? Because often people like you get better deals. You get discounts from the manufacturers. So anybody going overseas to New York, Cape Town, or wherever to buy hats, the chances are you're going to get it better for them. And you're going to bring it to Nigeria intact.
True.
Because I saw that in some of the things I did in the oil industry, where no matter what you do, you're not going to beat my prices.
Yes.
Because I'm a distributor of whoever, American company, British company, or whatever. So I get substantial discounts in my business.
Correct.
Does that work with hats as well, and in the luxury business?
Yes. Let's start with hats. Hats are like cars. You have the Toyota Corolla, you have the Mercedes C-Class, you have the S-Class, you have the Maybach, you have the Ferrari, and so on and so forth. So with hats, you are what you wear. The sort of hat you're wearing now, if you give it to a younger person, they cannot carry it.
Wow.
But because of you are who you are, and it fits in. So you find out the hats have different ranges and different prices. Also based on the texture.
Yeah.
When you come to when you come to
Wow.
felt hats,
Yeah.
you have hats that are made of beaver fur, made of fox, made of sheepskin. So each animal, depending on how delicate they are, dictates the price of it.
Wow.
So what happens here is you must wear a hat that fits your personality. What you're wearing cannot fit everybody.
So it's like watches and other luxury brands and all that.
It's you
What you wear.
you don't give a dog what is holy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you see like not trying to just pick a name. There are somebody you see and he's wearing a Rolex. He can't carry the watch very well.
Yeah.
Although it might be an authentic one.
Yeah, but
Then you see somebody else who has it. So you need to work out exactly what fits your lifestyle.
And that is where consultation comes in.
Yes.
Do you? Yes, the stores are there, beautiful brands. I
Yes.
was there. It's fantastic and can compare to anywhere in the world. But do you do consultancy for clients? Because at times people walk in and say, look, give me that, and give me that. But it does not quite fit either their hairstyle or their... I remember walking into Belluti in Paris, and,
Yes.
I wanted a particular shoe. And they said, no, we don't sell shoes here. We sell what fits you
Exactly.
and what makes you comfortable.
Exactly.
And I've been in this business for 100 years.
Yes.
I was a bit taken aback. This is my money. This is my... But they say, no, we're not going to sell. Even the size of the shoe, they say, no, we're not going to show it.
Yes.
Until we have seen your foot style, we've measured it, and we know what fits you, because we sell comfort. Does that work the same? Is it the same as hats?
Exactly.
Wow.
It's the same. Now, when it comes to hat, it depends on what you're trying to portray. Do you want to show a conservative look, or do you want to show a flamboyant look? Do you want to show a happy look, or do you want to show a trusted look? Do you want to show that you have broad shoulders?
Wow.
Which means you wear...
You're kidding me.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There is... I don't know if I should use the person as an example, but let me just use a regular person.
Okay.
We have somebody that we all know. He's not very tall. He's of a decent height. But he wears hats that have about 8 to 7 inches, the crown of the hat.
Okay, it's a little...
And because of that, when he stands, you think he's a 6-footer. So I will always tell people, if you're father of the day of the wedding, and madam is going to wear a 12 inches high heel shoe, wear a hat that has a very high crown.
Wow.
Now, when you wear the hat you have on now, it comes with a small crown, a small brim, which you could wear to a nightclub. It comes with a medium one, which you could wear for a meeting, and they come with a large brim, which is when you tell them, guess what?
Wow.
I'm the boss. So it depends on what you want to express at that point in time. I would tell you, if you're going to a very luxurious event, to wear a wide brim and a very tall crown.
It's
So once
like
you walk in,
project.
they know the lion is here, the conqueror is
You're
here.
kidding me.
Oh yes.
So it's always good to come for some kind of advice.
You should ask an advice.
Walk into the store.
Yeah, if
then you can
yes,
talk
consultation
to the
is
person.
necessary. If you look at some of our politicians, they wear very high crown, and it makes them taller. They wear wide brims. It makes them look more luxurious.
Okay, I never knew that.
Yeah, but then if you're going for a funeral, you should wear something a bit more conservative. Yes, what you wear to a wedding and what you put on.
Wow. This is a bit of a lesson for me, because as soon as I walked into the store and I saw it, I said, this is me. I'm not doing anything no more. But actually, from what you're saying, it is important that you consult, depending on where you're going to.
Well, you know you're not regular. you know you're not a regular man. So there was no way you could have done the one with a short brim, because it will not work. Because looking at your accessories, looking at the car you drove, the convertible.
So
At the time you pull the top of your car, the whole traffic on Admiralty stopped.
So there's a totality of the look,
Yes.
as it were.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Life is for the living.
So I advise everyone,
and we must live an extraordinary, amazing life.
And the way you're talking, this is why I always call you the connoisseur of life and style.
Thank you, sir.
And people can walk in, get advice. They don't necessarily have to buy on.
You should always consult.
But it's passion and interest, and perhaps
you should always consult.
That adds to your longevity.
Yes, you should always. I have a very senior friend and client. He likes to wear, very sophisticated man, one of the best guys in Nigeria here. He likes to wear boots. Why he wears boots is that he likes his pants to drop exactly. He's a 6-footer, but also he likes a bit of like an inch and a half on his foot. So wherever he walks in, he's the tallest.
That's precision.
And he always have his pants falling directly. And because of that, his shoes are always custom made.
Wow.
Some of the shoes run as much as, well, I'm not calling his name anyway.
Wow,
some of the shoes run as much as $15,000 to $20,000.
Jeez. Wow.
But they are tailor-made to fit him. Exactly. And that's part of his look.
And of course, he can afford it.
He can afford it.
So that it's not people like us at a time we have champagne taste, but beer money.
I love your humility. You're a very humble man, Ogadan. They will remain loyal. Most of the things we know, we picked it up from you.
You know, but going forward,
yes,
what are the challenges in this our environment? Because some of these things have foreign exchange component. I want to ask you, what are the challenges businesses like you are facing?
Well, a lot. First of all, staffing is a major problem. The staffing issue is a major problem because the fashion industry here is considered mid-size business. So most of the people in the upper end will go to bigger companies. The economy itself does not make it easy for employees and employers because of the cost of transportation.
Right. Nice.
If somebody from Festac wants to come in the island, their cost of transport is almost $6,000 to $7,000 a day. So now, when you remove the cost of salary, the food, the money for their telecommunication, for their data, and so on and so forth, you see that even if you're paying them $250,000,
they won't cut it.
They won't cut it.
And then there are other collateral factors like Band A. I've seen your store. You are in Band A. And at times, some of these things just come from the blues. Maybe you've made your projections for the year, and then all of a sudden, this price hikes. How do you increase the prices of your offerings? How do you manage?
The truth is that the government, although you can depend on the government to do everything, the government has to help. Because the cost of running business is very high. If you stay in a place like a mall, the service charges run from 2 million to 6 million. And outside of that, you still have to pay for your electricity on a daily basis. In some cases, you might have to get inverter.
Wow.
So for a new starter that is not well planned and not funded, chances of collapsing in the first 2 years is high.
It's high.
If you go around Lekki, you're going to see a lot of shops that are empty. Because after 2 years, they have not made it.
And that is why people like you that have been there for decades, one can but help admire you guys.
It has not been an easy ride.
It isn't. But
you have to make a lot of sacrifice to stay.
If you've been there for decades, what would you tell a young man who wants to follow in your footsteps? Given the massive challenges that they face today, what would you
first of all, you must start off small. You must start off small. Because you open a big place, it's nice. But then When you overstock in your inventory, you're going to run into problem. You're going to run into problem energy. And secondly, right nowadays, you have to make sure that you have a good percentage of business done online.
Oh, that's a very important.
When you see stores like Bloomingdale's, Beggar of Goodman, Macy's closing down and going online.
Oh, Neiman, Saks Fifth Avenue,
Saks
closing
Fifth Avenue,
down.
yes, yes. Because most people, they want something, they want a hat, the first thing they do, they go to their phone. They have to look, either they go or they place an order. So times have changed. The physical store is almost dead.
Wow.
What we're doing now is we're doing about 4 new stores, but they are going to be smaller stores that are more efficient, and we're going to try and do more things online. So that's why in the next 3-4 months, we're going to open about 4 stores. You know,
that's not easy in this environment.
It's not easy.
You see, that brings me.
It's not easy. I'm going to sacrifice some of my beautiful whiskeys and stuff like that.
Just like the one you gave me today.
Yeah.
A rare one. I appreciate it.
Yes.
But again, that brings me to, for what you're talking about, the online footprint,
yes,
the emergent AI imperatives.
Yes.
And even the studio we're in today, M4S TV.
Beautiful studio, beautiful studio.
Love the studio.
Shout out to the studio.
Shout out, really.
Yeah, please, you should watch it. Very beautiful place.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
very beautiful place. I saw it from inception to fruition.
Nice, nice.
But I also know the challenges were enormous. And also that pivot into online footprint, because some of Nigerian football matches now are watched online. Some of very premium sports offerings are now channeled through M4S TV with their online footprint. So kudos to them. But again, walking into this studio is a beautiful studio.
Very lovely.
Back room that is heavy.
Yes.
I saw more than 50 support staff.
Yes.
That will make us talk the way we are talking. Freely. So it is not easy. So I can't help but admire people like M4S TV, people like Bevista doing multiple brands, opening up new stores in a very challenging environment. So online footprint is critical.
Very.
And then going forward, what would you really want the government to do for you? This small business that are setting up, like the studio we're in, because at times tax issues are a challenge. Would they begin to consider people like M4S TV, people like you now opening 4 branches, employing Nigerians? Can they begin to consider giving you a tax holiday so that you can survive and then help these Nigerians that you're employing? Because government can't employ everybody.
Well,
what are you people thinking about?
Based on the new tax law, I think we missed it a bit. They are saying anybody that earns 800 and less will not pay tax. But in reality, if you're earning 800,000 a year,
that's 800,000 a year,
and you don't have any relative in Lagos, how can you survive? How much is your transportation? How much do you pay for electricity?
Medical.
How about the cost of your medical? How about the cost of your food? The average person spends about at least 3,000 a day to eat. Then you look at your transport, another 7,000, that's 10. 10 times 26 working days. You see that the money is not worth it. They should lower the tax bracket.
But you see, this is where technocrats at times, theoretical concepts are good, positioning things theoretically are good, but we must encourage government to talk to people like you, because SMEs, small and medium scale operations, are the engine growth of any economy anywhere in the world. I think policy advisors must continue to talk to operators, talk to investors, talk to people who have been in the business like you for decades, so that they can marry reality with theory. Otherwise, there is a dissonance that's not going to work. So sooner or later, everything breaks down.
Big one. Take, for example, Lekki is a very highly successful place. So if you go through Admiralty, let's say you find about 400 stores.
Yes.
each one is employing about three, four. They're responsible for them. That's what has made up Lekki. It's not the big banks. How many banks do we have?
How many? The banks are closing down. They're going online.
So
and with AI, it's going to get worse.
If the need, well, it's going to be like America,
Yeah.
where you walk into a bank and you just find 2, 3 people.
That's it. That's it.
In most cases in America, you don't even need to talk to any physical human being to do your banking.
Right. That's right.
You know, you can even load your money in the teller, put a check, and it takes. So if you look at all the small businesses, if they collapse, people that are working in them, a lot of them are not qualified to do their sophisticated job.
That's right.
So we have to create new training centers or make it possible for the SMEs to be able to maintain. I asked somebody a question. I was in a forum, they were talking. I said, please, how many of your staff can afford 100,000 a month in food?
No, it's going to be tough, man.
It's tough.
It's very difficult.
It's tough.
Difficult, I can
so how much are you paying them? 100,000 a month for food is approximately 3,000 naira a day. Think of somebody that is living on 3,000 naira a day.
It is tough. And again, perhaps the new tax laws, they need to monitor it, they need to interrogate it, particularly like we said earlier, with real operators like you.
Yes.
Because a lot of my friends complain about tax pressures.
It is.
Very caustic.
It is.
Very drastic. I remember some of the businesses I was doing where they were taking the tax upfront. It was an oil industry business, by the way. I remember them auditing me for 3 years. I said, I have nothing here for you to audit. Why? The likes of Chevron, ExxonMobil were taking the withholding tax up front. They were taking the VAT up front. So what I have here is mega profit that I used to sustain the office. But my tax credits were not coming as fast. But I was still under pressure. And they kept auditing, they kept coming to my office for 3 years.
How long are you going to update
How
one?
long are you going to survive?
It will not work.
So this is very, very important.
I wish we could practice here what the great American president did, Reaganomics, the trickle-down theory, where you take care of the very rich and it will drop. Because the one that is a billionaire there takes care of a driver. The driver is the one that goes out and buys the rice.
That's right.
And the woman that buys the rice helps the one that sells the potato. Then it now goes down.
That's right.
But if you tax from bottom up, it will not trickle down.
Tough. Just like you're using Lekki as a quintessential example, the whole of Lekki is SMEs.
That's what it is.
It's bustling.
That is what it is.
It is fantastic.
Restaurants.
But I don't see any big businesses there. There's no Dangote refinery in Lekki.
No,
There's no big bank. The big banks are pivoting to AI. That sooner or later, you don't. In fact, with the online pay systems, I don't need to go to any bank. So the government needs to think about places like Lekki and other places, that the SMEs are the engine room keeping people off crime, keeping people off cultism, keeping people off drug abuse. Because when people don't have work, that's why they say an idle person is a devil's workshop. So perhaps they need to interrogate it a lot more.
It will help. It will help. Because one of the saddest things, as I started thinking of coming to Lekki, each street I drove to, I saw empty shops. And the question I asked, why did they move out? Most businesses in Lekki, a majority, after 2 years, they move out.
Yes.
And a lot of them, after 4 years, they collapse.
You remember when we started?
And the restaurants.
You remember when we started, I said most multinationals, if you go to them for a business, they will tell you, listen, survive 5 years before you come to it. Because they know about 90% or 95% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. So Lekki is a bustling city. It is fantastic. It has energy. compared to anywhere
And
in
good
the world.
vibes.
And good vibes.
Nice
But-
people too.
Nice people. But most of the businesses die in the first 5 years.
Yes.
So with the new tax laws, they need to sit down with operators, interrogate these things, and see whether they can give a kind of breathing space and bandwidth for
It
people
will be
to
nice.
survive.
I
I think it will be
but
nice.
Ogada, you know the people that run the country. Why not talk to them?
No. When my friends get there, it's difficult to reach them anymore.
No. Try them. You're 2 phone calls away from anybody you want to reach.
Anyway,
Call them.
We keep trying.
There is
to
nobody
do-
you cannot reach in this country. Tell
But,
them.
after some-
Times are hard.
It is pretty difficult.
Times are hard.
It is pretty difficult because, like I said, the people sitting, the civil servants, the technocrats, the PhD holders, the professors that at times do concept and contrive and orchestrate policy documents must interface with practitioners like you.
That is true.
Practitioners like M4S TV, because you guys are on the streets wearing the shoes where it pinches.
And it's not easy.
They harass you. They harass this TV, lovely studio where we are talking. The next thing is you're going to lay off staff. The
It's
next thing
difficult.
you're going to have more allies and displaced people on the streets, drug addicts, cultism,
Very difficult.
violence, robbery,
Very difficult.
theft. So let's marry the two together
Yes.
and begin to talk to each
will be
other.
nice.
Theory versus practical realities.
It will be nice.
You know.
It will be nice.
I think
I just pray
I
we have a
can't-
beautiful country.
let me, the young and the youth is our future. I want to end this lovely conversation by asking you once more and looking directly at that your camera and advise young people leaving universities, coming into the world. I remember one Lagos State governor, I think it was Ambode, that said job is dead. That Lagos State has no job to give anybody. Said even here as governor, his relations cannot get jobs. So they're going to follow your footprints of Bevista, Revista, the multiple brands you're doing. They're going to follow the footprints and footsteps on M4S TV. Please, as we round up, look straight into that your camera and advise young people that are coming up, because that is our future if we are going to sustain this environment. I'm sorry I'm putting you on this.
No. What you said,
Because you live the life. You've
No.
seen it all.
What you said is very important. First of all, if you don't have the passion, don't do it.
Yes.
Don't try
key.
to do music because Davido and Whiskey,
I'm making millions, yes.
out of the 200 million we have one Davido, one Whiskey, one Motherboy. Don't do it. Don't go into selling cars because you see the global car or Elizade did it.
Sports as well.
Don't waste your life. You don't have skill to be a soccer player. Please don't go to South Africa and get stuck
Or
because you want
Milan.
to be like an Osimhen.
That's it.
You must work with your own skill. Be honest to yourself. Be in touch with yourself. Know what do you have skill for. That you have skill for is what you're going to do. Do what you have a passion
for.
of doing. Don't
And
try
the
to do
money
a
will
big
come.
business because your friends are doing it.
That's right.
Life is not easy. Chances of you failing is very high.
Yeah.
But if you want to fly Accra, plan it very well. Look for a nice junction where you can be from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and you can make 30,000 a day. And you save it well, it's going to multiply. If you want to do Uber, but do that which you have a passion for. Don't do it because somebody else
Has done. He's
I've
doing
done
it
it.
and making money.
but stay determined.
Fantastic.
There is a local saying, cut your coat according to your material,
That's
size of
right,
your
that's
material.
right.
Don't
This-
overdo yourself.
Nobody can.
Luxury will come.
This is beautiful.
But
Yeah.
first of all, succeed before you go for the luxury cars.
I think you've put, as somebody who's been on the trenches, who's seen it for decades, this is fantastic. Well, young people, you've seen it.
Yeah.
It's not easy to get a man like this. This is like what they don't teach you in Harvard Business School. This is practical realities. What I may add there is make sure you're credible while pursuing your passion. But passion first, then the rest will be added onto you. Don't try and be a JJ or Kanwanko. On a scale of 1 to 10, 9.99 is going to fail. But if you're doing something you like, the chances are, even if the money doesn't come falling from the skies, you'll at least be happy that you're doing what you have passion for.
Please, one more thing. I've had a lot. Find a good mentor.
Oh, yes.
That will mentor you.
Yes, yes.
I'm very glad to tell you that I have one here. I stand tall and brave because I have a good brother and a good mentor.
Thank you very much. I also
Like
have
Senior Dan.
I also have mentors.
Make sure you get yourself a mentor.
That's right.
And it will
That's
work.
Right. That's right.
Thank you very much,
Benny Obazeh, it's been wonderful talking to you.
And
like
thanks.
I said,
and thanks for standing by us.
this is what they don't teach you
because
in Harvard
of
Business
you.
School.
We are nice. He is the best, please.
God bless you.
Thank you.
God
Thank you,
bless
sir. Thank you,
and
sir.
M4S TV, we thank you for the platform. We thank you for what you're doing. And again, you're a quintessential example of what we're talking about. Government and the tax authorities will give you room to breathe. And I do hope for a fact that they will come talking to you, technocrats, civil servants, those that are in charge of our policy frameworks should marry theory with our practical realities. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
God
bless you, sir.
God bless you.
Nice seeing you again.
Yeah, pleasure.
And thank you.